How's it going, people? Just got myself a furnace, Devil Forge 10 kg. So I'm just going to show you now me unboxing it. But yeah, always wanted to buy one. See a lot of people on there, obviously on YouTube, melting stuff and that. It looks good. So I always wanted to have a go. Always have scrap copper. But the last time I took my scrap copper to the scrapyard, I didn't get as much as I thought I would. But the time before that I got loads, so I wasn't disheartened, but I thought I'll just melt it myself. Do you know what I mean? But then now I've got the Devil Forge, I'm thinking I ain't got much scrap copper. I'll scrap anything really. So if I look in my old scrap bin, that's all I've got at the moment. Not much at all. I think I might have more brass than I've got scrap copper, but is what it is. So yeah, this is the forge. This is the box it come in. Looks big from there, but when you open it, it looks a bit smaller than you think. I don't know. It's the 10 kg, so it's 6 inches, but I don't know. I thought it'd be a little bit bigger, but obviously it is the measurements I bought it, so I'll open it up. Got one of these. Some gloves. Got a bit of braided pipe. Oh, actually says Devil Hose on it. I don't know if BSPN number on there, but it's probably marked off. But yeah, a bit of pipe. Natural gas regulator. It says Devil Forge on it. For an LPG bottle, screw it the other way. Now I say it looks bigger. In the box it looked a bit small, but now it looks alright, to be fair. It's in there. It's all like, that's the insulation. That's the burner. That's a brick. Looks like I have my log burner, that. But yeah, that's a fire brick. Guess that goes in there. It's a roll of insulation. I think that goes around here like that. That'll go in. And that'll sit in there. Looking at it like that. And these are the tongs. So I've got this thing out. Don't know what I'm doing. But I guess I'll figure it out. Can't be that hard. But yeah, what I'm going to do is read the instructions now. I think I've got to make this into a paste, put this around here. I think you can use it without it. Ceramic regulator. I don't think you have to use it. I think you can or you can't. I don't think it's going to matter. It's still fireproof, isn't it? But yeah, I like the touches on it. So Devil Forge there. Devil Forge there. And on the regulator, it's Devil Forge in there. It's like the little touches on here. Devil Forge in there. I'm normally just seeing LPG pipe we replace, and it says the BSPM number, whatever it is, BSP number 27, whatever it is. But yeah, I like how it's got its own little details on it. Makes it look good. I don't know, I think that's the finishing touching. So I did order one ingot to get me started off eBay. I think I've got a number 2, but I don't know if it's going to do anything. That's what I got. So I did message someone on YouTube where they got theirs. They said Amazon, so I'm obviously going to go on Amazon and buy another bloody couple of these or something bigger. I think that's going to do nothing, but I ain't got that much copper. That would probably be perfect. But yeah, order a few more bits and see how I get on. So yeah, no, reading this, it says you have to use it. So coat filer, coat ceramic fibre blanket before first use of our project. So obviously it says to use it, so I'm going to use it. So I've just poured that in there. That's the water, obviously poured in half, and then I like to add it as I go along. But yeah, even comes with a brush. You wonder why the brush was in there. Obviously they want you to, still got a bit more water in there, but I always never know with these things, yeah. Is it going to go off? Is it not going to go off? So yeah, so I put all the rest of the water in because it's quite absorbent. Look, if you put your finger in there, it's quite absorbent. It's kind of like almost like clay, so I don't know. I like to put on a bit thick, but it's quite wet, but I think it needs it for the absorption. So I've coated it now, but reading the instructions it says you've got to wait a day after coating. So yeah, I'm going to be doing nothing today. I ain't got the bloody ingots, but that's how much is left. I don't know if you could have done it a little bit thicker, but I reckon that's an alright consistency. I think this stuff, I'm not sure if it even matters, is it? I think that just prolongs the life of it, but I'm sure if you wanted to buy another one of them, this is what you're paying the money for, isn't it, really? And obviously I'm sure it's going to be fine. But yeah, I'm gonna, it's been painted. I think I did like 2 coats on it in one go. A bit of white there actually, but yeah, I think it'll be fine. Like 24 hours now. Right then, so I painted that stuff on there 5 hours ago, and I've just left it in the wind. Well, not in the wind, but I left it outside and it's dried, nearly dry. So yeah, this is the this is it now. Obviously it's a bit wet there. It still moves around, but I think the wind's really helped it. The wind's really helped it. I'll put this cat in there, get in there. But yeah, I think the wind's helped it dry a bit more. So, got here in the morning. Obviously I brought it in overnight, and about an inch at the bottom weren't dry, and then I forgot I never put any stuff on around here, you know, at the top. So as you go in there, the top of that bit, you'll be able to see. So most of it's dried. It dried up to there, but I just got that back out of the bin, and I just stuck a bit more in here. And I was thinking, oh, it ain't gonna matter, is it? I ain't got nothing but time. So yeah, I'm gonna stick it in the sun again. Hopefully it dries it. But yeah, it dried up out to here, and that bit dry. I reckon if I put a torch in there, that'll soon dry out the thing. And I pushed these down and cracked, so just put more stuff on there. Hopefully it dries. I don't think it's going to matter how many coats you do. It's going to take longer. Stick it on there. It's only going to go in the bin anyway. Pretty sure you could buy more of that stuff anyway, and doesn't matter, does it? It's all going on. All goes in the same bit, so might just stick it all on there. Make it that little bit something. I think then it's just going to last a little bit longer. Got that off Amazon. So there's one. Don't know if I need a few more. I'll just see how I get on with that. So got the forge almost nearly dry. Now I've just got to put that in. So the instructions say it's got to be like flush with that. Then you got the bolts. I can only imagine that will go like that in there. Put that in there, which will be like that. And then the bolts will be on the back of that black stuff. I'm going to stick that on there now. So it's on now. What I did is I put it in, wrapped it round and pulled it. And it's like jammed it in there. And it's like there's nothing there, but you can see like there's a little seal. This is the gas bottle. So I've connected this. This is the Devil Forge. Obviously it says Devil Forge. So that will open and close it. And that will open and close it as well. And then obviously I've lit it. I lit it for like 2 minutes or something. It's gone all different colours, whatever. But I had the flame wrong, and still feels pretty warm in there. Something I done 20 minutes ago. So all I've got to do now is find something to melt. Obviously, I got this off Amazon. Got that off eBay. Now I've got to find things to melt. Like I said, I ain't got much copper at the moment. And this is why actual scrap bin. And obviously to see it's empty. And it's empty because I am not so long gone to the scrapyard and cashed in all my copper. But I think I got enough brass in there. I think I got more brass than I got copper. And I got one crucible. So I might just do all my brass. I think I'll just do brass. So obviously I'm a plumber, I do a lot of plumbing, and obviously I get a lot of scrap. I did make a YouTube movie and someone said, oh, but there's loads of houses got no copper in them. I'm like, mate, I literally work. I've obviously replaced that and I've got another one. So in my job I get a lot of this stuff. So, but as it seems, you can see I've got a lot more brass than I've got copper. That copper got weighed in, and tons of copper last winter, and the winter's coming, so I had a lot. So I'm just gonna split all this up now, my brass bits. I'm gonna see if I take some bits out of that and then get a pile of it. And obviously stuff like that, I've bought that. Look, yeah, I bought these, yeah, to fill a hole, but I didn't know what size it was on the internet. Obviously, I don't own a tape measure. And I bought like obviously 4 of them, and then it was that one that fitted it. So I've paid proper money for that. So I'm gonna melt it anyway. So don't think I'll ever use it, and if I need it, I'll go buy it. So yeah, there's a bit of lead pipe on there. Obviously stuff off gas meters. So yeah, let's see how I get on. So I've got a bucket. I'm just going to grab the easy bits. I'll first melt. Just going to grab, I know that's brass. Just going to grab all the easy bits. And I like, just for instance, if I picked up this, I know that's got like, you can't see it, but it's got steel in it. You need to take this off, and inside's like a rubber. I ain't got time for that. So I know that's brass. Sit that in the bucket. Do you know what I mean? Nice bit of easy melting for me. And I'll just probably worth saving that. But yeah, like that easy bit there, I'm just chuck them all in there. And then I'll know. So I'll get like a couple of key in there, and then I'm gonna get a couple of key in there, and I'll get melting. So I've got this crucible as well. It's come with the Devil Forge. So you've got to put this in the oven, get it to 200, and whatever it's saying. But I'm just gonna chuck it in there. and see if anything happens. I think probably best put the lid down here. That's it with the lid down. Looks like it's getting seriously hot. It's getting seriously hot in there. Just chuck more brass in there. I actually dropped a bit of brass down the bottom there. I don't want it to melt in the bottom, so I have to try and get it out. So yeah, I don't know if that cool, that crack. So you live and you learn. I think while that's there, I'll just chuck some more. That definitely feels hot. Whoa, that's heavy. Whoa. It's been probably 3-4 minutes now, and the inside is red. Everything in there is red. Yeah. So like the smaller bits of copper in there. The smaller bits of copper in there are pure red. They're like in red, but like I said, it's my first time. Just been running around now trying to. Obviously, I see the movies they get people getting slag off it. I just found that. Hopefully, the plastic lasts. So yeah, I don't know. I'm going to give it hopefully another 10 minutes. I don't run out of gas. But yeah, it's going slowly. Who knows how long it's going to take. It's been a few more minutes. Everything's hot. But yeah, I can see stuff inside melting. You won't be able to see, but things are literally melting in there, which was a good sign. I think I feel like my trousers are burnt, my face is a bit tinged. That fire's got going. It's a bit dangerous, I think. No, you can see the fire's like sticking at the top. I don't know if I'm doing it right. Probably, I don't know what I'm doing. Well, it's trial and error. So hopefully something happens. Yeah, probably need a mask or something. When you like go over the top of it, it's like proper gets in your lungs. So I stuck this rod in, yeah, because I'm thinking, oh, this is taking forever, yeah. I'm actually moving slag. Actually, you can see the metal now. Can't see this, but there's a lot of slag on there. There's a lot of metal, so I think I'm nearly there. I think it's done. So you get all that slag off, I think. But there's definitely metal in there. There's definitely metal in there. Problem is, I'm not gonna heat this. Up. Like I said, I don't know what I'm doing, mate. Mickey Mouse, that's my mate. I got a mate called Andy, and he always calls me Mickey Mouse. You know Andy. You know Andy, he works in a grow shop. That's the Andy I'm talking about. Whoo! Whoo! Oh, mate. Whoo! Like this is unreal. I think I've overdone it. Who knows what's going on? Oh, mate, heat coming off this. Oh, Jesus. Whoa. Whoa. That's a bad idea. Oh. This is proper Mickey Mouse. Jesus. Right. See that? Right, see what happens. There we go. Couldn't really see it on the camera, but I'll know for next time. First. Right, my first ever bar. And my second. And that was red hot. There we go. So for my first go ever attempt, got a nice little mini bit of brass, and this bit up. I'm gutted because it was at an angle. It's a doorstop, mate. Look at that, I made a doorstop. But yeah, gutted. I never thought about the angle. It was like on a hill where I live, but not bad for my first attempt. Well, that thing's quite patchy on there. Yeah, here's what it is. Well, at least I've got something than nothing. So it was another day. I did that forge and I made two little bars. I made this one, but where it was at an angle, obviously nothing, and it didn't really, one bit looks a bit, and then one bit looks well, there's bubbles in it, and then I made a little tiny one, little tiny bar, but it's not that great. But the two moulds, I think they're right moulds. So what I'm going to do now, I've separated my brass, so I've got pure brass in there, which I'm going to make a few bars, and that this gets a lot of slag on it. So I'm going to melt all of this, and then if I've got time, melt that. The problem I had is there's loads of slag on the top, and I was trying to get it off with this scooper thing, and all this was falling on the floor. So what I'm going to try to do this time is use that, the end of the metal stick, try to get rid of that crap. But yeah, this is going to just use these two moulds, see how I get on. But yeah, yeah, from my last casting to this one, I think if I could do better than that, I'll be alright. I'm gonna keep on trying melt till I run out of gas. But yeah, it's all a big learning curve. But yeah, and I got a mask this time, because when you put your head over this bit, it kind of smokes. That's my forge so far. But yeah, got that in there. I think all this blue stuff's from the chrome. You know where it's chrome in that? Like, so like the colours like man, isn't it? Look. I don't know, I don't think, yeah, I think this stuff was easier to burn, but when it's got like that, obviously that's what's giving it all of that colour. Don't know what it is, but it's definitely not good for you. Don't breathe that in, gives you, coughs you up a bit. But yeah, I'm going to get this going now and try and melt as much of that as I can. So that's in there now. Now I'm going to light her up. That's all my hair gone on my hand. Slowly warm this up. Oh, bloody burns. But you live and you learn. This time I've got my level. Make sure it's all level. Just used a bit of cardboard. Just used a bit of cardboard to make it level, but this time I've got a bucket of water in just in case. But yeah, this time I'm going to try and make it straight. That's the bucket melted, obviously. Burnt my hand, burnt my leg. I was chucking brass in and it was like exploding, but at the time I didn't get on the camera, but like my glove now is like that because I don't know how I got it in there, but it burnt. But so I made 4 little bars. That's that, and them. So I've got these bars now. Which is better than my last attempt. That was my last one. That was my last attempt, so he's getting better. He's getting much better at that. So I don't know. Gotta have a break now. See how I get on. What's happening? Right, I'm going again. Why not? So this was my last pour. This was my last pour, and I did the full. I filled it up to the brim. All different sizes, look. But this one I filled up to the brim, and I feel like this is a better pour because I'm probably getting better at it. So it's all a big learning curve. So at the moment, the guy I don't know, Mickey Mouse bloody melter. That's what I should call myself, Mickey Mouse melter. thanks to my mate Andy. But yeah, that was my best one, but this was the last one. So yeah, I think I've had it for today. I think there's more metal in the bottom of this forge. That's just full of metal. That's what got out before. That's like, that was out at the bottom of it. Obviously all the insulation from the bottom of that is probably not happy. But you live and you learn, you ain't gonna know till you do it. So yeah, what I'm just gonna polish these up, I think. And as they say, make it shiny shiny. Not shiny shiny. Not shiny shiny shiny. Don't know if anyone knows that joke, probably just me. But yeah. So I've got the bars, I've got to go do some obviously plumbing jobs. So I'm limited on time, so I'm going to quickly go over them with an angle grinder, try to polish them up a little bit. And obviously when you see them like that, it's a bit like, do you know what I mean? I'm just going to quickly polish it up a bit and see how I get on. Just still red hot. I just took the top off that, and I just took the tops off these little ones, but there's loads of bubbles in it, so it's not straight. But this was my last bar I pulled, and I'm getting better at it, so it's not bad. Just need to keep sanding it. I reckon I'll be alright. Right then, I've shined the bars up. Like I said, I just used what I had. Didn't buy anything fancy, just whatever I had in the garage at the time. A bit of sandpaper. So these are the bars. They're all mirror finish. The total there is 9 kg. Yeah, so I don't think I did badly for what I got. Got what I got. Shined them up nicely. Yeah. So thank you for watching my movie. Obviously, if you want to see more of my movies, subscribe. And obviously I'll make more movies, the more people that watch it, obviously. So yeah, see you in the next one.